Recently, an idea for a tracker came to my mind and I really like its overall concept. This tracker can be used for various purposes such as habit tracking, tracking adherence to a goal, and many similar things. You can use this tracker both manually, analog, or digitally. So let's get it started. The idea for this tracker occurred to me while I was reading the book $1 Million Weekend. In a section of the book, Noah Kagan shares one of his own experiences. He says that he once started a podcast and even recorded 50 episodes of it, but then he gave up on it. This is a behavior that is familiar to many of us. We do many things for a very short time, and as soon as we don't get the desired results in the initial stages, we completely give up on it. For example, you upload 10 videos on social media and then give up on it because you didn't get what you wanted. Or you study a foreign language, for example English, for a week and then give it up because you don't feel a noticeable difference in your English ability after a week. And so on. Unfortunately, our lives are full of such examples. He says, but I know a podcast that in the early days, I used to think they would definitely not continue and would give up. But more than 10 years have passed since then, and they are now making millions of dollars. He says, what was the difference between me and them? They kept going, but I didn't. And this experience led him to create a rule of thumb for himself called the Law of 100. To better explain this law, let me explain a study that was conducted at the University of Florida. In a photography class, students were divided into two groups, the quantity group and the quality group. The teacher of that class tells the quantity group, you will get an A if you take 100 pictures by the end of the semester. And to the quality group, he says, you have to submit one picture by the end of the semester, but you will get an A if that one picture is very good. And in the end, strangely enough, the quality of the pictures in the quantity group was better than the quality group, because the quantity group did more trial and error and learned from their mistakes each time and kept improving their work. There is a saying that is very relevant to this study, and personally, I like it a lot. The saying goes, smart work comes from a lot of work. The Law of 100 basically says this: when you want to do something, don't judge its effectiveness or ineffectiveness based on limited observations. Before you even think about giving up, try doing it 100 times so that you don't make decisions about the effectiveness or ineffectiveness of something based on just a few limited observations. Of course, the number 100 is not a magical number, it's just a rule of thumb. Now we can bring exactly this in the form of a tracker. For example, a tracker with 100 slots where you monitor your reading habit, or a tracker with 100 slots where you track your commitment to posting 100 pieces of content on YouTube, Instagram, or other platforms, and so on. You can use this tracker for similar purposes. By the way, in this channel, I upload to the point insights on personal development topics like this video. If you're interested, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos.